Welcome to Module 6 of the Introduction to Linux course. In this module we will discuss the two text editors included with Cumulus Linux, Nano and VI. The Nano text editor is the preferred method for many new users because it is a text editor that acts like a GUI-based application. Commands are executed by keyboard shortcuts using the Control key. The common commands are listed at the bottom of the screen for easy reference. In this example, please note that the caret character shown in the shortcuts indicates the Control key. So for example, in order to do a write out or save, you would press Ctrl O. Please note, Nano is not case sensitive. It is not important whether or not you are pressing the Shift key as you press Control for these commands. If you want a full list of the commands available in Nano, you can press Ctrl G to show all commands. This will also show you hotkeys for things like the F keys if your keyboard is equipped. It will also show you alternative commands using the Meta key, which, depending on your keyboard setup, may be the Escape, Alt, or Meta key on the keyboard. Some of the common commands you'll use with Nano are Ctrl O to save the file, Ctrl X to exit the file. If you have not already saved the file, it will prompt you to do so. If you wanted to discard your changes, you can choose No, I do not want to save this file. You can also do cut and paste with Ctrl K and Ctrl U, and you can also do search and replace with Ctrl W and Ctrl \. The other text editor available with Cumulus Linux is VI. VI is a text editor included with all Linux distribution and descends from the original Unix operating system that Linux is developed from. When using VI, the application will run in one of three modes: command mode, insert mode, and command line mode. When in command mode, all keys on the keyboard map to editor commands. This is a holdover from the days when Unix keyboards were very simple. They did not have arrow keys and they did not have a mouse attached to it in order to have access to other commands. Be aware that unlike Nano, VI is case sensitive, so the commands typed in command mode will vary depending on whether or not you are using capital letter or lowercase letter. In insert mode, the keyboard actually just inserts text and allows you to type in whatever data you want into your file as normal. Command line mode is an extension of command mode where the colon key and a few other special characters activate a command line at the bottom of the screen in order for you to extend the range of VI functionality by typing in commands directly. In this example, we have chosen to edit a file called testfile.txt. You will launch VI from the command line by typing VI and then the name of the file. This puts you into command mode. At this point, every key on the keyboard is mapped to an actual command. If I type capital I, that will put me into insert mode, and I'm able to insert the text. This is a sample file. If I press escape, this puts me back into command mode and allows me to run more commands. If you look closely at the bottom of the second panel on the left, you'll see that when in insert mode, you will be prompted at the bottom that you are in insert mode with the letters I and SERT. Once I've completed my edits, I can save and quit by using the :WQ command to activate command line mode from command mode. This will save the file and exit back to the command line. Some of the common keystrokes are listed on this screen. Remember that originally VI was designed for keyboards that did not have arrow keys. So the J, K, H, and L keys were used instead to move the cursor around the screen. On modern keyboards, the arrow keys work, but by using J, K, H, and L, you are able to move the cursor around without taking your hands off the home row as if you were typing. When entering insert mode, you have several options. The I key inserts text at the current cursor location. The A key appends text after the current cursor location. The capital I will insert text but at the beginning of the line. The capital A will append at the end of the line. And then as always, you can press escape to exit insert mode. To manage text, there are several options. If I tap the keystroke X, it will delete the character that the cursor is currently over. If I press DD, this will delete an entire row. If I type YY, it will copy an entire row. Those three commands can be combined with numerics in order to repeat a command. For example, if I type 4YY, this will copy 4 lines from the current location. Once I've either cut or copied text, I can use the P key to paste from buffer. The R key allows me to overwrite text from my current cursor position forward. The CW command allows me to change word, replace text from the current cursor location to the next white space. In order to save a file, as we mentioned before, you can type in :WQ. If I wish to save but not exit the file, I can just type :W. And if I wish to exit without saving, I can just type :Q. VI is actually a fairly broad topic, so if you need more information on VI or you want a more in-depth VI tutorial, please take a look at our knowledge base and do a search on the title VI for Beginners to find a more comprehensive VI tutorial. There are also numerous references available online if you just do a quick Google search for VI.